Oftentimes, people like to constrict the word art to certain mediums. If you Google the word art, it is defined as the expression of creative skill and imagination to be appreciated primarily for the beauty or emotional power it invokes. The process and skill required in the restoration of classic cars in itself is an art form. Restoring a classic car involves restoring it to its original pristine state. It's a painstaking process that involves high levels of technical expertise and attention to detail. Like most beautiful things in life, cars are not forever. These vehicles represent not only an era of automotive design and engineering, but also a piece of history that's worth preserving. And that's where restoration comes in. I sat down and interviewed one of the only experts I know on the matter to talk to about his process and how he got into restoring classic cars. Scott Hathaway, aka my dad. He is a man of many mediums and once said, "Frosting a cake is just like bondoing a car." He finds satisfaction in outletting his creativity through working on restoring cars for his clients or working on his own projects. His love for classic cars directly correlates to his need for speed.
Let's go get the street wet!
Between pure admiration and love for the craft, my dad has found his purpose in his art.
I didn't get into restoring classic cars until I got out of high school. But I started helping my dad when I was a young kid, restoring classic cars.
He began working in a body shop at 14 years old, and that's where he learned he loved painting cars, motorcycles, rebuilding engines, and basically getting his hands on anything that had a motor in it. His first passion project started when he got his '68 Chevelle.
I bought it in 1989, September, when I got out of high school.
When I asked him about his process when he first begins working on a new car, his answer wasn't any different than traditional artists like Michelangelo or Van Gogh.
First thing to do when restoring your classic car is start from the base, like building a house. You gotta start from the foundation.
Just as you would when sketching or painting, blocking in the shapes or creating a foundation sets you up for your entire project. This is similar in that when restoring a classic car, you have to formulate a plan. Obviously, aside from paying attention to detail and making sure you have the right car part from that time frame, it all starts with an outline. Restoring classic cars isn't the type of work every automotive service technician gets to do. It is a very specialized technique, often considered less of a skill and more of an art form. Those fortunate enough to work on some truly magnificent pieces of automotive engineering and design must possess a special blend of artistic intuition and mechanical know-how. For the first half of my life, I remember my dad's Chevelle sitting in our garage, completely stripped of all the paint, and the engine was outside of the car, sitting right next to it. I remember thinking, yeah right, Dad, you're gonna make this run? Some projects take time, and I've been fortunate to watch my dad's skills and career flourish doing something he loves every day. It's inspired me to pursue design as a career and hopefully one day restore a car of my own. This goes back to further prove my point. An art form shouldn't be limited to certain mediums. Restoring a classic car to its former glory is an art that requires precision, patience, and dedication. Just as not everyone is an artist, not everyone has the skill set or knowledge to restore a classic car.
Like I'm on Speed Channel?